Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Suikoden 5. In the last episode, we began the invasion of Stormfist by going after the army battle. With Kilderic and his crew, we ended up defeating them, and now we are poised to invade the city itself. In order to do so, though, we gotta sneak around again. Yeah, this should look familiar, because of course we were here at the beginning of the game, essentially. So I'm skipping the snails that we can kill in one turn, essentially. It's kind of crazy, though, that we've managed to come back here after all this time, really. But yeah, here we are, back in the gladiator cells. I'm getting a bad feeling of deja vu here. Let's go. It should still be unlocked. Alright, well, yeah. Not only is it unlocked, it's wide freaking open. That's good. Let's see. Does anybody happen to be in here? No. Although there's blood on the walls. Oh boy. Now, kind of the funny thing is, if you try to go through this door, which you would think would be the first thing to do, it's locked. So the only place that we can go, essentially, is into the ring proper.
Doesn't look like anybody's here.
Watch out. It's too quiet.
So we meet again.
Kilderic.
You're too naive. You guys walked right into my trap. How does it feel to get duped?
Damn it!
How fitting I get to kill you right where we first met. This must be fate. Or not. Who really cares?
What was that?
It's the Twilight Rune.
Looks like we've been spared.
That damn woman. What the hell does she think she's doing?
Experiencing a little rift in the family, huh? Doesn't look like there's any hope for you now.
I'm not done for yet. Come on. This ends now.
Please wait. Your Highness need not cross swords with the likes of him. Allow me to handle this. Allow me to avenge the humiliation I suffered at the Sacred Games final. I believe I have a say in this too. After all, I never had the chance to prove myself in the competition. Let me fight the treacherous Nethergate swine. So we get ourselves a choice. And I've actually brought other party members along with them. Say Richard, for example, who got poisoned before he could do anything in the Sacred Games. And he is not a choice, unfortunately. So we're limited to these three. Of those three, I think Belkut has the best argument, honestly. Because him getting poisoned, essentially, cost him the match against Kilderic, which he likely would have won. He would have become the commander of the Queen's Knights and Limsley's husband. And of course, none of this crap would have happened, so go to it, Belkut. Okay, he's mine. You're that wretch I failed to finish off at the Sacred Games final. Get ready to die! Shut up and fight. You won't have the benevolent Commander Farad to save you this time. You'll die a slow and painful death, and so will the rest of you. At last my bloodlust shall be satisfied! What the? Gah! What's he drinking? Ah! Gah! I have a bad feeling about this. Kill, 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 kill! Gah!
I will kill you!
I'm not going to lose to a monster like you.
Alright, I think this is going to be an attack, so I'm going to special it. Oh, he's guarding. Crap. Okay, that was my bad. So that's not a good start. Alright, that's special. Okay, so we get that back then. Really, this is all of Kildrick's quotes. It's going to be varying levels of gah. Like that. Thank you. Okay, so that's him guarding, so we're going to go ahead and attack. Attack? I should have used a special. Oh well, that's my bad. We're still well ahead though, fortunately. Okay, that's special, so guard. Again. Okay, you're getting predictable.
I hardly think so.
Okay, that's attack, so special, and that's it. I could have done a little bit better on that one, but oh well. Gah, gah. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, 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 kill. Ka? 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 Ah! Belcoot! Are you alright? Yeah, thanks. What happened to him? It was probably some powerful drug his body couldn't handle. No doubt he wanted to take out as many of us as he could before he died. Sort of ironic, isn't it? He drugged me so he could beat me, and now a drug has finished him off too. What are you doing? The bearer of the Twilight Rune is in the castle. Stop wasting your time here. Can't even get a breather, huh? Alright, let's get going. Also, apparently Zerase has no need to walk with the rest of us mortals. She just floats. And we get the Stormfist music back, yes! Oh, I love this music. Of course, y'all already know that, but still, yeah! Alright, so, now that we have finished that off, let's go upstairs. And we're not going in the right direction, apparently. Okay, so, let's see. It says upstairs and north, so I guess I need to head this way, perhaps? No. Alright, you. What are we doing? What am I doing wrong here? Shut up. Okay. Let's see. It's kind of odd that it'll let me go in that direction nonetheless. See, that's kind of the crazy thing. It's warding me off here, but this actually is where we were supposed to go. I don't know why it wards you off that way. It's kind of weird. But let's see. Let's make sure... Yeah, everybody's good to go because, well, we have somebody waiting for us. General Dilber Novum. I see that even Kildrick was no match for you. Impressive. But this is as far as you'll go. I'll strike down anyone who dares force their way into Lord Godwin's castle. Even you, Friador. The fact that you're Her Majesty the Queen's brother means nothing. Alright, so it's boss time against Dilber Novum and company. This battle can be pretty tough, primarily because Dilber has some very good lightning magic. So you'll want to guard against that. Of course, George being in the front of the party means we're not doing anybody any favors there. Alright, so what we'll likely focus on is I'm going to focus my heavy hitters on Dilber. And then I'll use Zerase and the Star Rune as essentially a good way to kind of start cleaning out some of the side enemies. I don't think I want to use the level 4 because I kind of feel like that's a little too strong. Alright, let's see then if we can get Battle Oath going, because if we can get that going on our main fighters, we're in good shape. Alright, Shun. Let's see, have I shown the Fierce Tiger rune yet? I don't think I have. Let's go ahead and use that. I believe it unbalances him, but still, it'll be nice to see anyway. Or George could just do that. That works too. Yeah, it does unbalance him, okay. That's kind of why I don't like using a lot of the attack runes, ultimate. Oh my god. Well, GG soldiers, GG. Y'all are about to get completely waxed here. Oh man. Oh, nice attack, good job. Ah. Okay, George got hit a little more than I thought he would, honestly. Alright, so he doesn't really need to be healed per se yet. Might not be the worst idea to heal him though. Okay, go for the big guy, buddy. Especially since you guys are both psyched up here. Let's see, the guy... Well, we can... Oh, we don't need to use your Wrath rune. Let's see, go ahead. Zarase, let's go ahead and have you target that column again, because that should take those two down. And just in case, go ahead and heal everybody, Prince. Alright, I figure this column's probably... Okay, one of them's gone. The other one's about to be, though. Aw, man, I was hoping he'd counter a little bit more, to be honest. Like that. Ah, alright. You notice, of course, also that Dilbert can block your attacks. Fortunately, he's not countered us yet. That's nice. Okay, so I figured this turn should probably take him down. Alright, let's see. Zarase, go ahead and start going to work on the other row. And then Prince, I think you're free to probably attack this time. As is Shun, so go ahead and... Wow! Good job dodging George. Nice going, Dilbert. You have a very sustained sense of your own self-preservation. Except in the face of Zarase, you can't preserve anything because, I mean, let's face it, who can? Yeah, he has a sustained sense of his own self-preservation, so I gotta give him credit for that. Okay, honestly, I think as well off as we are right now, we can... No, I don't want to switch. I want to auto. There we go. We can probably get away with autoing this now. Except they're all going to go for Dilbert, and that's not going to work so well. Oh, it did. Never mind. Okay, we're good.
Good.
Yeah, good job, Zagai. And it got us lots of levels, because Shun was, I think, level 42 before that fight, so yay him. He definitely needs the levels. And we get a Killer Orb, which, of course, we've already seen how good that is on George, as well as a couple of extras and lots of money, so, alright.
It's over.
But why? Lord Godwin isn't even at this castle anymore. Why'd you have to risk your life?
This is where Lord Godwin's wife rests. This is where Lord Godwin himself someday will rest. It was my duty to protect this place, to repay my debt to Lord Godwin. But now...
We'd better go.
Two things that I want to point out about that scene. First off, I think Dilbert's sword was floating at one point, right before he dropped it. It looked kind of weird. I don't know why exactly. I guess it's just how the cinematics played out. And also, that's actually the first time, as far as I'm aware, unless you look really closely at Dilbert's animations or his regular setup just on a screen like this, That's the first time you can notice that he actually has a ponytail. Because I thought he was completely clean cut, just high and tight sort of deal. Not entirely. He did have a little bit of extra to him. Okay, now that we're done with that, we can head into the castle. We're a little weakened for our efforts, but that's to be expected against a general of Dilbur Novum's stature. But now, Godwin Castle itself awaits, which we actually have not been there yet. Now, this is... well, a couple of things I'll mention about this. For one, the central area is sort of our hub, so to speak. And we're also going to be fighting a lot of Godwin soldiers. So I actually am going to shift the formation a little bit. Because what these guys like to do is they rather... that's not what I want to switch. They like to target the third row, their crossbowmen. So I'm actually going to shift... come on, there we go. I'm actually going to shift Belkut and Zagai back into that third position and shift Shun and the Prince into the second position. I know it sounds weird, but with George up front, we should be okay as far as defending against the short-range fighters, and the crossbowmen will be hitting some much hardier targets in the third row with Zagai and Belkut back there rather than with Shun and the Prince. Even with the armor and treasure that we've been able to equip Shun with and with the levels he's gained, he won't be able to stand up very long against some of those crossbowmen because, I mean, just face it, his defense is not all that great. Let's see. Okay, actually, speaking of, I wanted to go ahead and get some better stuff on him. Okay. Ooh, Master Guard would be good for him. Let's go ahead and do that. Then, let's see. Okay, there we go. This, of course, will help, but there will still be that issue. I mean, because you notice even with all this stuff on him, his defense is 159, which is not bad, but it's not all that great either, ultimately. Okay, let's see, anything else we can do here? Not really. Okay, so that's about as much as we can do as far as equipment. Okay, so, effectively what you want to do going through here is there are treasures that you can get both to the west and the east. Now, if you want to rush it, you don't have to get any of these treasures yet, because after you finish with these events, you will have free reign of the castle. Now, unlike what we did with going through Dorot last time, I skipped all that and just went straight for the boss. I'm not actually going to do that this time because some of this treasure is really, really good, and I want to get it now. Alright, so first off, let's head down here to our first treasure chest, which contains a platinum hammer, which is the best hammer in the game. It gets our smithing up to level 16, which would normally not be, obviously, available. Oh, by the way, also, one more thing I forgot to mention. We're going to be fighting Godwin soldiers all the time, so I'm going to be cutting all the battles. Like this one. Unfortunately, just like in Dorot or other places like this, the battles are going to be very frequent, so just be warned. Alright, so we just picked up the Windspun Gauntlets, and our next treasure actually is going to be outside. So you want to go through here and sneak out of the castle. There actually are two treasures that we can pick up here. Go north. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there is a treasure up there. Alright, just wanted to make sure. Alright, so go north here and pick up the Blood Scale Mail, which of course we already have one of. And I want to go ahead and see about equipping this on somebody. Let's see, Blood Scale Mail would be good on 3 different characters. It would be best on George? I mean, okay. I didn't realize George's defense was quite that bad. So, go to it, buddy. You can take the extra hit, because of course, just like the one on Belkut, it will take some of his HP every time he attacks. Alright, let's see, what else did I pick up? The Windspun Ring? Yeah, I don't care too much about that. Alright, let's go down to the south where we have another treasure waiting for us. And you notice there are no encounters here, because this is considered in the town itself and not in the castle proper. So, fortunately, if you want to, you can sit here and indulge the music as much as you like. Yeah, like I said, I love this music. But then, of course, once we're done with that, let's go back in here. And once we're done there, the next treasures that we have are over here to the east. So, not a terribly large castle. That's why I wanted to go ahead and get the treasures now, because really it is a lot better to go ahead and do that and have some of them at your disposal, such as the Royal Paradise Epic Skill. I am going to be using the Prince to show this off, not just because it's a good idea anyway, but because there are only a few characters who can use this skill, and one of them is the Prince. Affects every single skill. There are, if I remember correctly, 2 people who can use this. Friador and Roy. That's it. it's really freaking good, and I am going to be working my butt off to make this ready for the prince, because that will be taking the place of agility. Very much so, yes, thank you. And also, I think, yeah, I'll keep it the way it is, I think, with the combat skills, because I would, for the most part, prioritize Freodor as an attacker. Although, to be fair, if you want to make a case for the magic skills, you can very easily make a case for magic skills with the prince, because he is a very well-rounded character. That's the whole point of his position in the story. Alright, so we pick that up. Then, let's see. Alright, let's go down here, down this side hall. Go north, and you notice a treasure poking out there. See if we can get to it before the encounter. Alright, we get the Windspun Greaves. So we've gotten gauntlets and greaves. Those are both armor pieces, and I was mistaken in what I said earlier, so my apologies. Let's see if we can equip either of them. Alright, so Windspun Gauntlets would go on either Belkut or Zagai. Who needs the defense boost? You need it more. And then the Greaves are boots, ditto, and ditto, because you need the defense more. Alright, so we've got one other treasure to pick up, and that is to the south. One thing I do actually have to be careful about at the end of this battle, I'm out of room for items. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but I didn't leave off the sound set or the old book. Now, all this stuff I think I've gotten in the very near future, or in the very last few battles, so hadn't had much room to get rid of any of those. Now that I think about it, though, now that I have... Let me see if I've got... darn it. Okay, I'm going to have to remember to equip one of the eyeball rings that I have on George now that he has the blood scale mail on. Because, especially as much damage as he can deal with the killer rune, oh boy, I don't think it'll be much of a problem with him. Okay, like I said, the last treasure up here is to the south. One thing I will say about this strategy of having Belkut and Zagai in the third row as opposed to the second, the one problem is essentially, well, they're short-range fighters, so I'm having trouble hitting with them. That's the only main issue that I've got with this. Because you notice, well, actually, it's the guy's medium, so I don't know why he's missing so much. Belkut, though, is a short-range fighter, so he's missing a lot, which is a problem. Alright, so we pick up Immortal Medicine here, and I think, actually, I'm going to go ahead and head back to the center, and that, well, will be where we fight our next battle, I guess. Alright, well, what I was going to say is this actually is where I'm going to close things off. Next time on Suikoden 5, we're going to head upstairs in the Godwin Castle and discover who is wielding the Twilight Rune. I figure you have a pretty good idea, even if you haven't played this game before. But, of course, we'll find out together just in case you haven't. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all later.